Hey guys, welcome back. In this video we're making these cool geometric shapes to hang air plants in. These are really simple to make out of toothpicks and you can make them in diamond or pyramid shapes. Because air plants are really light and they don't need dirt, these are awesome for displaying them. I found these little air plants in packets at my local nursery. So they're a type of succulent and they don't need much water. They do like a spray of water every now and then. I'll show you the label here so that you can see what you're looking or asking for at the nursery. For our design today, we're just using toothpicks that we've got from the kitchen. Because these air plants are really nice and light, they don't need a lot of structure. So we can easily make a shape out of toothpicks that's not super strong, but it's just going to sort of hold our air plant in place so that we can have it in a hanger and see it and spray it with water once in a while. Now for our little sort of diamond shaped design that we're making today, we only need about 12 toothpicks. And because the ends of the toothpicks are really pointy and thin, I just cut the very ends off so that they're a little bit thicker on the parts where we're going to glue them together. Just make sure all 12 of your toothpicks are the exact same length so that we can have a nice even shape. I'm using my Hypo Cement jewellery glue today. You do want to use a super glue or a jewellery glue because they dry quite fast, so you can hold your toothpicks in place while they dry. So first up, we start with the middle of our structure, which is just the square. So placing 4 toothpicks together, try and make sure it's nice and even, and then popping a little bit of glue on each corner to secure them in place. Making sure your little toothpicks are sitting in the right positions as the glue dries. And just checking that there's a really good connection of glue on every single corner, and then leaving it a few minutes until it's dry. Now because my glue doesn't dry hard right away, I like to use some blue tack just to hold the edges in place so that my little square is going to stay in the right shape. It helps as well to have a little bit of bracing there as we start to build our shape up, and it gets a little bit more weight on the top. So if you've got some putty or blue tack or even some Play-Doh or something like that, just to hold that in place while we build the rest of our structure. So now we're going to build the sort of pyramid shape for the top. I find the easiest way is just to put 2 together, connecting those ones in the middle there, starting to form a triangle shape. Making sure to use plenty of glue on the corners as well as the center. And then we can place these ones into the center to connect those opposite corners to a point in the top. And then I can attach 1 more toothpick on each side as well, and that makes the sort of pyramid shape to come up the point in the center. It is quite delicate, it's like making a little model or something, but just take your time and place those other 2 toothpicks on. And once they're sitting in the right positions, then you can add some extra glue on all the connections and make sure everything's locked in place. Then you can give it some extra drying time. So I've just left that about 5 minutes, so it's dry enough. I'm going to flip it on its side and adjust those bits of blue tack so that we can now hold it into the right position on its side. Now we're going to do a similar thing again, so just attaching 4 more toothpicks so that we can make the other side of this sort of pyramid shape. My jewellery glue does go quite tacky for a while before it sets hard, so I'm able to just kind of put some on there as well before I put the actual toothpicks on there. But if you're using super glue, you probably just want to place it on there and do it quite quickly. I can sort of hold mine in place, and then obviously I need to wait a little bit before I put more on. So starting again, just putting 2 toothpicks together to form sort of a triangle off the bottom part. Just making sure we've got enough glue there and holding it in place. This is a little bit of a slow process while this glue is drying. But once you're happy with this part, we've only got 2 more toothpicks to attach, and that's going to really pull the shape into the right position and sort of hold it a lot more securely once it's all locked in place. Making sure you've got enough glue on each corner, and then attaching these last 2 toothpicks. Then you can go over your whole design and just make sure you really do have enough glue on each connection. Just make sure that everything is sitting in the right position and the right shape before you leave it to set and dry hard. Okay, so this is another 5 minutes later. It's nice and hard now. So it's up to you how you hang these. You could hang it straight from a hanger. I'm just going to place a little jump ring on as well, just from the top here. I like the way it sits better. And then just thread a little bit of twine through as well, making a loop however big or small as you like. These toothpick designs are quite versatile. You can see how easy you could make a pyramid or an upside down pyramid or other shapes to hang your ear plants. And obviously these ear plants come in lots of different sizes as well, so you can pick whichever ear plant fits best in your little hanger. Now you can find a spot to enjoy your beautiful little ear plant hanger. So there's your geometric ear plant hanger made with toothpicks.